Yo, I'm back finally. Yeah, last post. Wait, did I post Friday? Maybe I didn't post Friday. No, wait, yeah, doesn't matter. But yesterday the game, Monday. Loki might have just been unlocked Monday. Yeah, probably should have got it done Monday. A video, but did not. I don't want to put any like pressure on me making videos, but I'm doing it when I can, and I just do it on a passion and not for like any sort of goal yet. But maybe one day it'll be a goal to make a video every day, and I'll stick to that. As of right now, it's not. Overall bias for today. Honestly, really didn't have anything. I just kind of, I don't remember even thinking about an overall bias. Most days I do, but today it's just like, mm, okay, it's this. Like, kind of looking back on it and just with hindsight, with it being kind of consolidated like that, let's look at this too. With it being so consolidated, whatever move it does first, probably just give me the fake out manipulation leg and we go higher. We also just made a move on the higher time frame from this low, so we probably want to trade away from it. But could also be just a decent retrace. But this doesn't really seem like a retrace. A retrace probably would have stopped around here. So that's kind of what, looking back on it, going in to market open. Much brighter I've left. 40, we're good. Going to market open. And sort of pretty much dump. Dump boy. So what we dumped into? Not the 4 hour. We have some hourly gaps. We have these lows down here, which could potentially be sniped. I mean, Q a lot higher, naughty boy. So potential SMT off those lows. Kind of thought that MES would take them out, and Q1, bang, SMT, bang, MQ ends up respecting gap, bang. We go long. If you hear this rain, hopefully you guys don't hear the rain, but actually the microphone probably picks it up. So I'm like, all right, let's probably gonna go take it out. Let's go see. Doesn't take it out. Now I'm like, whoa, there's a possibility that we short to those lows. It's just a retrace. So I'm like, close bearish. Not like really considering it. But the only thing, a very key thing, is that M and Q is starting to act a lot more bullish. And with that, I was like, okay, MES even if we take out those lows, we're kind of, I guess we're not that close to them. Will still make us. I just don't think that's the trade for today, which was kind of going through my mind. And I'm like, bro, after this 5 minute close, I'm like, we're so close to these lows, we could easily make SMT and then validate that, and bang, we're entering, which ends up happening. I'm like, all right, that didn't make a move. I'm like, okay, there's a possibility that this goes lower and this then follows, but like, we're already within this hourly gap. Like, we already filled liquidity, so we don't really need more of it. If there's no hourly gap, yeah, that makes sense to go lower. But then we get bang, and we validate it. Barely misses the breaker structure. Would have been a lot better, nicer. Because both would have been bullish, but it wasn't. But now the only problem is with that big of a daddy pig of a move, do I want to wait for a retrace? And I don't have an exact rule. Technically, this would be still not exactly a 1-to-1, but my stop wouldn't be that far. It'd probably be like up here, that's where it was. Definitely not exactly a one, or it is a 1-to-1, but with such a high leg up, we have this gap. I was really debating it before this gap closed because I knew it was probably before the candle closed because I knew it was going to be closing high. And I think it just makes sense because it's still within a 1-to-1 to just enter. If it's not, then we should have to wait for a retrace. Because as you see here, actually comes down, almost validates, comes down even further, and then it moves up. But within this, when are you gonna enter? Like here, you enter. Like yeah, you go into drawdown. That sucks. But realistically, when do you know it's gonna go back up? Like you might as well like you kind of have to always. Oh, sorry. Maybe I should have stored. I don't know if that makes sense, but coming here, at least on the 5 minutes, go to the 1 minute. There's like, I mean, maybe once we break structure, but like, bro, there's no real entry point. Is there an SMT or something? Like, there's no real like. I guess what I'm trying to get to is that I still think entering there is fine, even though it's so far up. I guess next thing is like if we're within the bearish gap, especially if it's higher time from like 15 minute, and we don't actually close through it, we can still expect some retracements. But um, it was just this particular instance where it wasn't. But I think I'm almost fine entering, even though it's considered to be really far up, as long as it's in within the 1-to-1. Because the confidences are still there. Maybe if it took out, I guess the 5 minute SMT took out these highs, but I think the 5 minute SMT really signaled that I want to take out these highs. So definitely very interesting. Made me think. Definitely super interesting and made me think like a lot on what I wanted to do and maybe find my strategy today. Something I'm gonna look to do is entering maybe because that's off the 5 minute. I kind of like the off entering off the 5 minute, but maybe my stop loss is more on the 1 minute. Better entries or better risk reward. Uh, Psychology wise, emotions were solid. Definitely was a little kind of I was bro. I mean, my stop loss was like right here, so I was hyped when it didn't get hit, and then somehow it just went all the way back up, even though it invalidated us. Like, you can't really just like not be happy in that moment. But like, it should have just been like, oh, okay, it hit, whatever. Like that's where I eventually get to. I'm not like super concerned just because like I haven't been training long enough where like my emotions get eroded, and it's no longer just it's just a game. It's just all right, hit good, all right, lost good. Like I know I'm profitable, so it doesn't matter. Like it's a little more exciting, I guess, now because I've been trading well, and I'm not entirely sure that I'm profitable, even though I believe I can be. Um, and that's probably the only reason why my emotions are not in check yet. But overall, solid day. Ended up winning. Awesome.